It's episode
Episode
two years. Not where we thought they were going to be.
Take 2.
Hi, I'm Jo Bolden.
I'm Christina Woodard.
And together,
We're As One Creative.
we are. We sound like superheroes.
We do. Next week, we'll have our superhero names.
No costumes. Today we want to talk about mean what you say.
And say what you mean.
And the essence of that is we want to talk about how the energy, the vibe, the manner of what you put out there is saying something, whether you mean for it to or not. And so you may as well make it count. And autopilot can be a real problem.
Totally.
Just even thinking about first impressions.
Right. I often think about when you step into a room, right when you're standing on the floor getting ready to do a combo. How are you standing when the teacher's talking? How are you standing, as Joe would say, like you mean it, when you're getting ready to dance, or even when you step on the floor? Your face can be saying something by, the resting faces that we've all come across in our lifetime. Whether you're annoyed, or you're tired, or you're standing with your hands on your hips, maybe you look like you don't care.
And your energy.
Oh,
Sometimes
yeah.
it's not even on your face, it's in your energy. And first impressions, I don't think first impressions are everything, but it is that moment where we do. That's why it's called the first impression, guys. Where you get an instant hit of what you think that person is bringing with them into the room, of who they are and what they have to say. And you're getting that before anybody's even opened their mouths. And on stage, it's the same thing. When someone walks onto a stage, they're immediately telling you something. And if you're just going through the motions, if you're just on autopilot, what that looks like is exactly that, just going through the motions, doing something because you've been told to do it, and we don't get any redos.
We don't. I think about something that I say in my class a lot, which is being an adjudicator or judge or sitting in the audience, which all of you have at competition. You see those, for example, soloists that come out and they kind of mope on the stage, and then they put their foot behind them and they get in their ready position, and you can't decide are they tired? Are they not wanting to be here? Are they frightened, which I totally understand. And then you get the other extreme of the dancer who is, they do an entire routine, shut, Nate, kick, go, and they're giving you all their personality, just, they do a full dance before they even get on stage, and you're like, oh, well, this totally better be good. So I think what's important is to really decide what it is you want to say before you're entering stage or entering class or getting ready to perform at whatever level, and that you are really mindful of all of these things you're trying to say, but while being you. So you don't want to give it over the top that's not real with the forced faces, and you don't want to give it, oh my gosh, I'm so frightened or I'm so bored, because you're always telling us something.
And what's really important, what we want to be really clear about, is this is in dance and in life. Now, where it's really important in dance is by definition a non-verbal art. So everything that Teeny's saying about how you come onto stage, in the absence of us being able to read dancers' minds, and by us, I mean the choreographers, teachers, the audience, and audition panel, anybody who's on the other end of the conversation, anybody who's on the receiving end, in the absence of being able to read your mind, we're having to interpret and translate the information that we are getting. And that's the non-verbal stuff. It's the way that you come onto the stage. So it's really important to take that into account, and you can actually make it work for you, because dance is a non-verbal art, although I'm pretty sure that dancers make up for that.
They do. In the meantime.
Between classes, guys, let me emphasize, between classes, they make up for that. Because dance is a non-verbal art, it's really important that you bring your body language and your understanding, and you can tap into that and bring that to the way that you add meaning to dance, but that's for another day. We'll talk about that on another day. But you don't get the chance to do that twice. So it's really important that you understand you're telling us who you are all the time. Because in the absence of you choosing to tell us something on purpose, we're going to hear something anyway. And I think that's really obvious in the silent treatment.
Oh yes.
Do you ever get in trouble?
Oh, your parents, when they get silent, it's all over, because you know that you're really in trouble when they say nothing. It's so powerful.
Absolutely. And let's be real, that's a nonverbal, and often you're in more trouble then than you ever are while anybody's yelling and screaming at you, and it speaks volumes, as does what you're telling us when you're not opening your mouth. So what I guess the invitation is today is, can you say something on purpose? Can you be really clear about what you're sending out, not just speaking out? because it's really important that you're clear about what it is that you have to say, and whether or not you think you're saying something, whether or not you mean to, you're saying something, and we're picking something up from what you're saying.
Always, you're saying it anyway.
Okay.